you're only compounding your own issue.
You know what? To be fair, they were talking about porting games to PC. They were talking about how Xbox is putting their games on PC and how PlayStation attempted that, a little bit of that shit. So yeah, that's a little bit of my context right here.
Issues. So I think it was more that wasn't a really well thought out initiative from PlayStation. If they wanted to do it, that's why I said they half-assed their putting games on PC thing. They went into it half-assed.
Well, they tried. Well, you say that Singer, but they literally tried.
I mean, Mooch, they did. They 1,000% did. They would bring the games late. They'd bring them full price. I mean, brother, it was a shitty proposition. And some of the games were buggy that they brought over.
Double dip.
And boring.
The thing about it is that you guys don't understand. Xbox did what you guys are saying Sony should do, and it didn't work. So I mean, Xbox put their games day and date. PlayStation never did day and date. The difference is Xbox is a trillion, Microsoft's a $1 trillion company. PlayStation, Sony is not. They can't afford to not have the console sell. Do you see even Sony?
Console sales. Brother, they need to make that goddamn
money.
Right? You see that the game, going by the estimates, it's at 300,000 and everything, right? I think they would be dumb to not put it on PC.
Now, every time they do their interviews with any of them, whether it's the third-party guy or the head guy or the CEO.
Mooch admitting PlayStation is poor, that's what it's looking like. I mean, they'll say this type of shit, and they don't even know, like, the money that it costs to port the game to PC and everything. This is just code.
Oh, the new appointed CEO, they're already talking PS6. They want to get the new box in the homes. Xbox is already telling you, don't worry about it. We're going to have a Helix. Buy it.
Okay, yeah, and that's their new console hybrid thing, right?
But that's your. So when you're saying,
yeah, and now we got the.
But
they half-assed it. They did not half-ass.
All right. Shout out to Francisco Rose. He says, "Is this a GTA 6 waiting room?" Right?
Nope. Not happening.
I know you've probably seen a lot of them today, right? Like I said, they took over all the locale streams. Don't worry, this is not a GTA 6 waiting room, right? But I think GTA 6, right, it might get broadened up a couple of times, right? We're dealing with some fanboys, right? Shout out to Francisco.
That's it. They actually did the math and figured out, wait a minute, our biggest competitor who has an unbelievably unlimited checkbook tried this double dip on day one, and it didn't work. So let's try to do a staggered. Right, let's do something like that so we can get day one and then we can get it later.
When he's saying it doesn't work, is he talking about the console sales, right? Because I'm pretty sure on the games, the good games, they sell well. I don't know what he's talking about.
And the problem is that didn't work. It literally didn't work for the sales of the game. It would end.
I mean, look at Forza right now. That shit on Steam. I'm just looking at the Steam numbers. The Steam numbers, they had like what 160,000 people playing that shit on Steam for the premium version, right? The premium edition. Like, I don't know, brother.
And here's the thing. So you guys are right? The PC community's right. If you had launched it on day one, yeah, that would have probably done better on PC. But it would have.
Okay, so then what are you arguing about, right? And shout out to iLocal Gaming. He says, "Is this the trash man waiting?" Wow, right? I don't even know what to say to that, right? Crazy, right? Shout out to iLocal Gaming. Wicked.
Eventually eroded the PS5 and PS6. It would.
I doubt it, right? Because they put all of their tentpole titles on PC, and you guys were still up here. Console sales, right? You know what I mean? Bro, Forza Horizon 6 Steam peak numbers are double the peak of Forza Horizon 5 Steam numbers, right? Shout out to Delta. That's what I'm saying. Like, these guys are going to sit here and pretend like PC... Shuei Yoshida said it the best. Putting games on PC is like printing money, but go ahead, Mooch.
Then to that point, it's like Matt Piscatella had a great interview. The people were like, they should not put their games on PC. They should not do this. It's hurting the brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were saying
it's on PC. No.
Yeah, all the PlayStation fanboys say that.
He noted it didn't even register as a blip. There wasn't even a millimeter of a blip in affecting what happened with PlayStation, despite all these games go into there. It didn't even register.
Exactly, right? Shout out to Death Seeker talking that shit, right? And shout out to Francisco Ropes. He says, wow. He says, just like a Filipino, I had to clickbait. Brother, what? See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are getting out of pocket. You guys are extremely bad faith. I'll play it yet again.
Just platitude after platitude after platitude.
I mean, you guys are just throwing out platitudes, being extremely bad faith, right? Shout out to Francisco.
In their analytics that it was having any effect on PlayStation in any way at all. So, in fact, if they did it 6 months, it would still be the same way. It wouldn't affect the trajectory of PlayStation, which is going up. Like, it just wouldn't, because...
Yeah, and, to be fair, I've showed you guys, the console sales, right? You guys know the PlayStation fanboys, they talk about it all the time, and I've said it, this whole entire gen, they put all their tentpole titles on PC, and they're still selling well. So, I mean, I don't understand where these guys say this shit. They need to just be honest and say that they don't want to see the PlayStation tentpoles on a PC.
There's no crossover. Like, these people on PC that you're selling.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys that say that
they're just never going to get a console, basically. Exactly. Is what Justin is saying.
They're never going to get a console.
All right, and shout out to this Red Hood 420 guy. I'm not too sure. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently he's on PC, right? Shout out to him.
The vast majority of PC players will never buy a console.
It seems like DevSinger got some assistance this time.
Console, and that's just the reality you'll have to live with.
Well, the reality is about to become... maybe not your reality when GTA 6 launches.
No, don't think.
Wait. I will say this.
Yeah. Just stop it, Nib. Or I said Nib. Just stop it, Mooch. GTA 6. They really think this game is gonna change everything. Like, brothers, stop it. Right now, don't get me wrong. I do think the game is gonna sell well. I do think there's gonna be people who get consoles and everything. But weren't we talking about PlayStation exclusives? All right, like, weren't we talking about PlayStation IP? So now you're sitting here saying, oh, that's going to change for a third-party game? Like, what the fuck are we even talking about now?
When it comes to Mooch, I think Mooch is partly right. I have friends, though, that also game on PC, and they're not caring.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of them do not care about that GTA 6 shit.
We all have our own census. I hear you. I'm not saying this for the masses. I'm saying to you, though, the point of the matter is this.
Okay, so if it's not for the masses, then what the fuck are we talking about?
At the end of the day, PlayStation is reliant on their box.
Oh.
And if you put the games on day one on PC, it erodes the value of the box. And you guys, you really can't argue that.
Well, then that's a shitty box, and it has no value. If the only value that it has is other people not being able to play games. Like, what are we talking about? Especially when you guys get a handful of fucking exclusives, and then the ones that do come out don't even sell well, right? I mean, all I can say, right, is just...
platitude after platitude after platitude.
I mean, damn, any more platitudes, Mooch?
You can't argue that.
Then I will say this, too. PC is becoming a more... How do I say this correctly? Because
it's growing.
This is the also argument, is if you want the power and stuff like that, the barrier to entry is very high on PC, right? The cost is very, very high, right? If you want...
I mean, if you want to get like a beefy fucking rig, but you can get a good rig for a decent price.
4K... over 60
forget I'm a 4K.
4K. Even if you want 1440p, 120 FPS, right? It's a lot. Yeah, because you start going the 4K route, it's expensive. $2,500, guys, is what you're talking about.
Not no $2,500.
I will say though, I built my friend's PC and I posted it on Twitter, and I gave him a 5060 Ti, a 7500F processor, 32 gig of RAM. A terabyte.
And you see, I want you guys to remember this moment because this is where DevSinger fucked up, right?
We need more.
So you see, Mooch was trying to say that, to get a PC that pretty much you're looking at $2,500, right? And I think, because your boy Siggs is bad faith, right? I even think I went and found the tweet, right? Right? So this was the tweet. May 8th is when he tweeted this, right? And look at this shit. You got Broken Games HDR, right? He put a RTX 5060 Ti, right? The Ryzen 5 7500F. Okay, right? Okay, right? Built his friend a little PC, right? Hooked his friend up with a PC and everything. So, DevSinger is shutting that shit down. DevSinger's like...
Not happening.
SSD, and it all came clocked in at just 1,000. So that's only like 100.
Yeah, but you didn't have the monitor, you don't have the keyboard, you don't have the mouse.
Did you play on a TV? Stop the fear mongering.
The monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse? What the fuck are we even talking about right now? Brother, he's talking about the price of the PC, right? And all that other shit that he's talking about, the mouse, the keyboard, and all that shit, brother, you can get that shit for super cheap.
Or play on a monitor.
Well, he has a monitor.
Yeah, so you have to add, once you add everything up,
of what you just paid for,
and to get the advantage to have the 144 hertz and get everything that you're going to do, he's that's a $1,500 build. No,
that's not a 1,500 for 1440p, 140 plus FPS is nowhere near a 1,500 build. No, 1,500.
What is it? No, that's a $200. How much is the monitor?
The monitor. Why are you talking about a monitor?
We're moving the goalpost, Whiskey. That's what we do.
We're talking about the PC, brother, right? Like, now we're talking about my monitor.
The monitor, good monitor. Wow, good monitor. What would you say?
1440p, good monitor. What do you think?
1440p, good monitor.
Well, you're not gonna. The thing is, you're not gonna build a PC and then not have a monitor that's been able to show off the damn PC you built.
I would say a QD OLED would be like, I don't know, like maybe 500.
Yeah, so I just.
Oh, wow, an OLED, right? Your boy Six doesn't have an OLED. I mean, brother, you can get monitors for fairly cheap. It just sounds like he's up here.
The fear mongering.
It seems like he's just trying his hardest to inflate the cost of the fucking price of getting a PC. I mean, come on, right? Monitors are literally $200 the most for a good one, right? I mean, I've seen them for cheaper than that, right? You know what I mean? I know the OLED monitors can get expensive and everything, but it just sounds like he's fear mongering.
That's what I just said. So you're at 1,000 plus 500 plus $60 or $100 for a keyboard.
Well, hang on, Red, before you go, but then Mooch, how much was your TV?
Damn! 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 Holy! Obliterated. No, that's a great point, right? That is a great point because whenever we have these discussions and we talk about how expensive the fucking PS5 Pro is and everything, we're not over here talking about the OLED TV and all those expensive at TVs and everything. That's a great point. I'm looking at the chat. Some of you guys were saying the same shit. Cooked his ass, baked his ass, filleted his ass. He's been felted, right? Shut up the cake man. Why are they pocket watching PC guys when they're willing to pay $900 for that weak ass PS5 Pro?
We need war.
That's why, buddy, because they need war. I've been told you. For the longest, they were trying to say PC is not competition and they didn't care about the games being on Steam. They care a lot. They're very upset, right? Any opportunity they can get to fucking diminish fucking PC, they will take it, right? Even if they have to use stupid arguments like this. Like, tacking on a fucking monitor to inflate the price is just wild.
Yeah, see, I was gonna bring that up because I'm not gonna hold you, dog.
Because that's a
back in the PS5 generation.
No, I don't think so.
When the launch happened, I did pay. How much did I pay? LG OLED, 65-inch. I did pay $1,300. I'm not gonna hold you.
Damn. I haven't bought a TV in a long time. I know that OLED shit is expensive. Now, granted, I have a Steam Deck OLED, which kind of makes me want to get an OLED monitor, but your boy Six is lazy, right? I don't want to take down the monitor I have right now and get another one, right? Like, I don't even think about my monitor, honestly.
Buddy, honestly, buddy, if you want to...
I remember this going on
Buddy,
Twitter.
it's not... No. Wait. Red Hood. Unless you're...
Let me say it.
Red, unless you're podcasting from 1972 right now...
I mean, Mooch, let him speak! I mean, god damn, this is your guess. And he's simply just saying, listen, the TVs are mad expensive. If you're going to sit here and try to tack on a fucking monitor to inflate the price and everything, then people can say the same thing with the fucking TVs.
Everybody has a TV in their house.
Oh, wow.
So, wait.
Okay, so then plug the fucking PC into the TV. If everyone has a TV in their house.
Wait.
Does everybody have a 1440p, 144 hertz monitor? You don't need an OLED. You don't need an OLED. I didn't need no, because I didn't say that.
Yeah, let him speak.
It had to be an OLED monitor. I just said $200 for the monitor. I said something.
Mooch.
Come on, Red. Come on.
Yeah, Mooch, relax.
Yeah, let him finish, please.
Wow, you know it's bad. You know it's bad when even Nib is like, let him finish, right? Like, pause, right? Let him finish, Mooch. I mean, damn.
Gosh dang. All right, so
yeah. I mean, damn. Let's see, in Red Hood, he doesn't even know what he stepped into.
We need war.
He doesn't even know what he stepped into at all, right? Usually, it's just Def Singer versus everyone else. It's crazy.
I remember this, and Nib can probably attest to this, and everybody. I remember Blaze can attest to this too. That a lot of people, when buying their PS5, buying their Xbox, did buy that LG OLED, specifically the CX model. I remember that.
Okay, cool.
To this day.
That's a cool story. My point is,
erase that? Yes or no?
I didn't.
That's a cool story. Oh, Mooch is seething.
That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about Death Singer and his $1,000 build.
I know,
no, you're going.
Oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, you're not talking about the build. You're talking about a fucking PC, not PC, but you're talking about the monitor.
Stop the fear mongering.
Fear mongering. trying to make it seem like you got to buy an expensive monitor, trying to inflate the price. Mooch, you're not slick.
Red, if you want to just pull stories from the internet, we could pull 100 of them, and they can go in all different directions. So that's fine. I'm talking about Death Singer's build. He goes, I built a $1,000 PC that matches a PS5 or whatever he said.
Death Singer's
Oh, no, that shit outperforms the PS5.
They could just hook it to a TV.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's what we asked that. He said no.
If everyone has a TV, then I could just win that way.
Yep, that's fine.
Or either most people who are into PC gaming already have a monitor anyway from their old build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because this isn't his first
So why
PC.
did you get? But why did you?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm in no rush to get a new monitor.
But why did you?
Why
Why did
if
you get?
you're not already into
Wait,
gaming,
no,
though,
wait.
you just wanna get-
Yeah, what if you're not into gaming, but you just want to get a nice PC rig, dude?
Wait a minute, Neb. Wait. Why would you give him the 50?
Damn! Yo, Mooch is going the fuck off. He said, Nib, wait. Where the hell is this? Because Nib derails the show all the time. Where the hell is this any other time, right? Shout out to Colconics. He says, I have a 3090 Ti rig connected to my 4K TV. Brother, I see that shit all the time. I see people having, rigs that are connected to their TV and everything, but they like to act like that's not possible, right? For real. Shout out to Colconics. So much cope right here.
Because this isn't his first
So why did you get? But why did you put? Why did you?
Why
Why did
if
you get?
you're not already into
Wait,
gaming,
no,
though,
wait.
but you just wanna get
Wait
into
a minute, Neb. Wait.
Yeah, wait, Nib.
Why would you give him the 5060 Ti and all this other shit if he's gonna hook it up to his TV that can only play 60
Because he wants
FPS?
to use the display port, right? Which doesn't go
Well,
with those
exactly. So he's using his monitor from his old build.
Exactly. So he didn't. So that's my point, Red. He didn't use his TV. So back to the money again. Okay, it's not
Right,
$1,000
but
build.
then-
Is my point. So
No,
that's
but
all I'm
a
saying.
$1,000 bill, even with a relatively cheap even if you go cheap monitor, that's still like 100, 200.
That's
so
fine.
even then, it's still under 1,500. But then again,
No.
if you
What about
say-
the keyboard? What did he buy for a keyboard?
The keyboard. Oh my god.
We need war.
Nib, shut your ass up, brother. No way he's out here fear-mongering the price of keyboard, right? Tardis says Mooch was triggered like hell last night. Oh, yeah, I seen that. Don't worry, Tardis, right? And shut up the cake, man, right? He says, why do they always try to equalize the price when PC can do infinitely more than a console? The value proposition is incomparable. Bad faith argument. I agree with that. I agree with that 1,000%, brother. All I can say is you know the answer, right? All it is really is
gay for the pro.
Oh, they're just gay for that pro, buddy. That's really all that it comes down to. All right.
Keyboard.
Okay,
Nothing.
Okay. Actually, hang on then. If-
How
if
much
we're
was
taking into
Windows?
account- Hang on.
Windows.
If we're doing that, Mooch, how much is PSN? How much also?
You
is
don't have
your
to have PSN.
headset?
You don't have
Also,
to have
how much-
PSN.
Oh shit, you do to play them fucking live service games, at least the ones that aren't free to play.
How much
You
is
don't
your
have to have
headset? How
PSN.
much are all your accessories? How
You
much is
you
your
do need a
portal, Mooch?
keyboard and you do need a
How much
mouse.
is your portal, Mooch?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
Mooch,
think
no,
he's
Mooch.
going
Come
by
on.
things you need.
Yeah, I'm going with things.
Remember, you know when
That's
the
a
PSN
that's a
thing, right?
that's a you're talking
When
about.
people
Hey,
say
don't you
the
need? Don't you
PSN
need?
thing,
That
look
singer's
at
like,
how
don't you
many
need to
people
eat? Don't you
on
need a
PlayStation
sandwich? Come on,
have
dude.
a PlayStation
Hey, Nib, shut up!
network, have a PSN account
Hey,
subscription.
Mooch, tell Nib to shut up again.
Such a bad faith
It's like
argument,
half.
Oh, wow. Yo, shout out to Death Singer. Did he say it's such a bad faith argument? Right? I agree.
A PSN account subscription.
Such a bad faith
It's like half of.
Yeah, such a bad faith argument.
half of
No,
the
no.
more than half
I'm
the-
telling you things that you need to play on the PC. You're talking about, does you do have air conditioning, Mooch? What are we talking about? Listen, this is not the point. The point of the matter is, you said I made a.
Brother, he just flipped that shit back onto you and started talking about all the other stuff, brother. He was talking specifically about the PC build, right? He was able to build the PC for like what, $1,000 and everything. You start fear mongering, talking about the price of a monitor, a keyboard, and all that stuff. All this stuff you're talking about, all those peripherals can be purchased cheap if you want to.
$1,000 build. That's an
Yeah, is PlayStation Network not required? Good point.
incorrect statement. And even if we go cheap, I was going to agree with you. I'm
no, you
saying
weren't.
150, 200. I've said it 100 times. Then we got into a couple of other tales. And then I said you have to have even a cheap keyboard, a cheap mouse.
Right, okay, right. So if he's already got this, you've already got a TV, right? So I'm not including that into the price. Otherwise, I'm glad
He had
to
a
say,
monitor. So
how
wait,
much
he had
was
a
your-
monitor without a PC.
That's what he's saying. Do you think he's lying? I mean, holy shit, dog. All of this started from fucking what's it called? From Dev Singer saying that he built his fucking friend a PC. Now we're like literally, like Cakeman said, pocket watching, literally shaking this guy down, like trying to find out all of the shit around the details about him building this PC. It's like, dude, this is crazy. If he said he already had a monitor, do you think he's lying? I would assume that they're friends, right? Like, I don't think Dev Singer would lie about that shit.
He had an old He had an old build. I made him a new build.
Okay.
So if he had an old build,
That's fine.
guess what
He had a monitor. I'll buy that. That's
He only
fine.
had a mouse
Okay.
and keyboard.
Yeah. So chill the fuck out, buddy. Like, god damn. He already had a monitor, so stop the
fear mongering.
So stop the fear mongering, god damn it.
That's
Same
fine.
way you have a TV. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to
But
add your TV.
no.
into the
Now
price
hold
of your
on.
console.
Hold on. He had an old build, which means he had an old monitor. But you gave him a PC that can handle higher frame rates and higher resolutions, and he's going to use his old. He's
Yes,
going to use his
because
old monitor. So why
his
didn't you
old
build him a
monitor-
cheaper PC that would build to his monitor?
Wow.
We're moving the goalpost, Whiskey. That's what we do.
I mean, just such goalposts being, so many goalposts being moved.
He doesn't need all that then, because he can't use it.
Mooch, here's your bad faith argument. Again,
Yes.
you fail. He has a 1440p 240 hertz monitor.
Oh, he's straight. I think my shit is only 144 hertz, and he's good. Then what are we talking about? This is such a bad faith argument.
So of course I'm gonna build him a 1440p fucking PC.
Okay, so
I was gonna wait.
What
I
are
was
you
gonna say
doing?
this too. You did.
wait
say,
a minute. So
like,
this kid had everything.
him-
He had all
wait,
this
wait.
shit, but then he needed you to build him a $1,000 PC. He had all this shit, but he couldn't build his own PC for $1,000.
Yes, believe it or not.
Damn, now he's taking shots at niggas like me. To be fair, I didn't build my PC, right? I tell you guys all the time, I went to Micro Center to get my shit built. I mean, dog, we exist, goddammit, right? I'm not trying to be a...
Sound like you are a male feminist.
But yes, right? I mean, damn, right? Like, why is it so hard for you to believe this? Why don't you just straight up just tell Dev Singer that you think he's lying?
People can't build their own PCs, Mooch. That's why they make pre-builds.
Well, then he could have bought a pre-built. Why do you need you to come in and do all that and give him all those specs?
It's cheaper that way.
I know it's cheaper that way, but this guy had a monitor that was superseding his
John Rue said, you and me. I'm glad I'm not alone, goddammit.
PC. Death Singer comes in, brings him a PC that can do more than his monitor can do. Come on, I mean, the whole story doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, the story makes the story makes sense. He's acting like this is such a complicated story, brother. He just built his friend a fucking PC, right? Like, where's the hang up at?
It's doing exactly what it did before. The monitor is still the monitor. He was still doing 1440p, 240 FPS. He just wanted a better build. So, of course, I built him a better build, 1440p, to his FPS. That is the thing.
Mooch, what's the argument here? What's going on? What's the debate?
Nip, shut your ass up. Mooch, what's going on here? What's the debate? Like, shut your ass up, Nib.
What are we doing? Like,
His
I can
debate
describe
was
the
he was trying to
basically
say,
saying
go
that-
ahead, Kofi.
Yeah, so the monitor that would complement.
Right, shut up the Cloakonics. He says, I will say, SSD should have an OS installed at the time of purchase. It would make the process much faster and easier. I believe they once did. Hey, I can't argue with that, right? Shout out to goddamn Cloakonics, right? Talking that shit, right? Shout out to Cloakonics.
A powerful PC should be something that's also expensive. That's Mooch's argument. But Death Singer is coming back and saying that this owner that he helped already had a high frame rate monitor. But my question for Death Singer is it a high frame rate monitor that can take advantage of some of the GPU changes that we've had? For example, an IPS monitor can do super high frame rates. That's great, but it looks washed out, right? It could do.
Oh, yeah, washed out. I mean, IPS monitors are fine. And all that shit is preference, right? If you want a better monitor and you only have money for a certain monitor, you can always upgrade and everything. Like, it's just a bad faith argument. Any angle that you look at it from, right? Shout out to Tough Guy Harrison. He said, Mooch played too much sorrows, full of emotions. Oh, yeah, a lot of trauma, right? What do they say? Emotional damage, right? Yeah, we're in semantics now. Yeah, we done entered Semanticsville, right? Shout out to Tough Guy Harrison.
It could do what's it called? Steam's #1 Counter-Strike, right? But it looks washed out as an IPS panel. Are we talking IPS?
IPS doesn't look washed out. What the?
Yeah, no. He has no.
If you're talking about TN, yes, that absolutely. But IPS, no. Unless you want to compare it to OLEDs, and that's a different
Right.
conversation.
I guess I'm comparing it to OLEDs because
Well, he
you have a
he
high-
doesn't have an.
It's so crazy that this conversation has literally gone down the alley. Now we're talking about the different types of monitors. Like, wow.
OLED, but he has a very good PC.
Yeah, why are they fixated on OLED screens again? I have no idea. Like, I haven't even. I with my monitor, I don't even be worried about it like that. Like, I bought this shit like 3 years ago, and like I said, I'm riding this shit until the wheels fall off. IPS has different colors. I mean, from what I've seen, it looks decent as well, right? I think my shit is VA, right? I don't know, right? Like I said, a lot of this shit go over my head. I think I have one that's curved, that's VA. I don't know. I know it ain't OLED, right? But shout out to Cake Man. He says, wasn't there a survey saying that most PS5 players play on TCL versus cheap? I wouldn't know, to be honest. I haven't seen that goddamn survey, right? But if Cake Man's bringing it up, then I think that he's being good faith, right? Shout out to Cake Man.
Very good monitor with I can't remember what his HDR numbers is, but it's pretty high. So he's got really good HDR as well. It's not an OLED, of course, but of course, you know, you don't necessarily need one of them. It still looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
But then it's like he's still got the monitor, so of course I just built him a better PC because he wanted a better graphics card, because 8 GB graphics cards now are kind of dog
VRAM
water.
is- yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
VRAM is an issue, and he doesn't want a VRAM issue. And he gave me a price, and he gave me what he wanted, and I told him what to get, and then
Hey.
I built it for him.
Wow. Wow, what a great friend.
I don't see your flex though, buddy. Like who cares?
Wow.
Like who gives a shit? There's people that work with me that literally they just play like Madden. They play Call of Duty.
Oh, we know. Buddy, we know they play Madden and Call of Duty, right? We know that's the case, buddy, even though you guys like to cap for exclusives. But obviously you care. You've literally been pressing him about this for like the past 10, 15 minutes.
They go out and they go get an Xbox or they go get a PS5 because they don't give a shit. So you're like doing this flex though, Death Singer, and it doesn't make any sense. You're like, look what I did. It's like, you want a cookie? Like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, there's other expenditures.
No. It means
We need war.
You want a cookie? Yeah. And they don't play Soros. Yeah, you guys see how he slipped that in there and say, I had guys who play Madden and COD. It's like, oh yeah, we know. And now he doesn't see the flex. It seems like he does, goddammit.
We need war.
Seems like he's very upset. I've never heard Mooch get this mad. I'm gonna give him shit tomorrow, brother. Like I said, I don't know if it was because of Forza. I don't know what it is. That's why I documented the segments earlier, brother. I don't know what it was, but he was on one
I
today.
don't get it. Like, you just randomly posted that.
No, Mooch. The thing is,
You just randomly posted that. Like I said, that's why I'm so glad I pulled this up. I don't think Death Singer was being bad faith, right? He just says, built this for 1K for a friend, basically. Same price as a pro. But way more bang for your buck. Well, damn.
We need war.
Oh, and look, even Oliver Darko's in there. Oh, buddy. Death Singer, you knew what you were doing with this one. You knew what you were doing, right? Shut up the Raven Web. He says, Mooch is ignorant. It was 2022 before a TV with 4K 120 hertz with VRR was available. But let's ignore that. Yeah, you know, like I said, the whole argument is just bad faith to me because, like I said, there's a lot of times where we'll talk about, you know, how hardware is overpriced and everything. We never put in like the price of fucking TVs and everything. When we talk about a PS5 being overpriced, all the consoles, all the hardware that's out right now being overpriced, we never tack in the fucking TV, right? It's just extremely tacky, extremely bad faith. I'm glad that Death Singer in a Red Hood was cooking his ass.
it means something when you just randomly pluck out your ass 1,500 for a PC to compete. When you're
That's not what I
wrong.
said. No, calm down. Now you're putting words in my mouth. I said,
No, you calm down because you have been pressing him over a fucking story about how he hooked his friend up. It's almost like you think that he's lying about this. Like, you calm down, right? And shout out to Death Singer talking that shit.
Was it 15?
Wait,
I said, was it
what-
1,500? Nib,
How
hold
are
on
you
a minute.
basing that
Nib,
this
I can't
5060
finish
Ti
talking because you
compete
talk
anyway?
over. Nib, give me a minute.
Yeah, shut the
He
fuck up,
said-
Nib. I agree with that, yeah. Shut the fuck up, Nib. Yo, I've never seen him. Yo. You know, I'm bad faith. I just want to see him tell Nib to be quiet one more time.
compete. When you're
That's not
factually
what I
wrong.
said. No, calm down. Now you're putting words in my mind.
The funny thing is, Nib is like,
We need war.
Nib wants to be tagged in, right? Nib is standing outside the ring, and he's like, tag me in, brother. Mooch is like,
Nope. Not happening.
We need war.
Mooch is like, no, this one's
I
personal.
said, Was it 50?
Wait,
I said, was it
what-
1500? Nib,
How
hold
are
on
you
a minute.
basing that?
Nib,
this
I can't
5060
finish
Ti
talking
could
because you
compete
talk
anyway?
over. Nib, give me a minute.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Nib.
$1,000. I said, was it a $200 monitor? And he said, well, you didn't even mention your friend had the monitor. You were like, well, no, he went and bought this. He went and bought that. I was saying $200 for a monitor. I said $100 for a keyboard and what, $50, $60 for a mouse. That's what I was saying when we started this. That's only $1,360. I just want the $1,500 rounded up. Whatever. $1,360.
Yeah, rounded it up, buddy.
Stop the fear mongering.
You're being bad faith, and all people are saying is you can get a mouse and a keyboard for cheap. You can also do the same with monitor. That's all.
$1,390. That's all I was saying. And then
Right, and shut up the Ice Viper. He says the ROG uses an IPS screen. That's what's crazy, dude. I've never heard people really talk bad about this shit, right? Don't get me wrong. I know that everybody likes OLED. Like, OLED is like the new thing that a lot of people are pushing for, right? But that shit is expensive, right? Like, I don't get... I'm a very simplistic person. I tell you guys this shit all the time, right? I got a monitor, I plugged it into my PC, I mounted it and everything, and that's the monitor I use. God damn it, right? I do not feel like changing this shit out for anything else. Mooch sounds like the last pony I know. Oh, brother, Mooch is on a whole nother level right now, man. Shout out to Ice Viper.
Red was talking about OLEDs and shit. I'm not talking about that. All I'm saying is basically what you're saying is when you're doing a build, okay, not for your friend. When you're doing a build for someone who wants to get into PC gaming, like when I first got into PC gaming,
yeah, this whole argument boils down to my PlayStation. Oh, 1,000%.
Like a PS5 cheerleader.
That is all that this argument is about.
I needed a monitor because I wanted the monitor to reflect what I built. Right? I wanted to showcase what I could do. I didn't want an old monitor at 1080p that wasn't able to do what my expensive PC was going to do, right? Or what a powerful.
Okay, but that's you. Doesn't he have like a 5090? That's you. These will be the first people that like to talk about how the average Steam player plays at 1080p. The average Steam player, their PC is weaker than a PS5, right? Like, dude, that's you. Just because you wanted to goddamn
Now's the time to shill out the funds.
shill out the funds on an expensive ass monitor doesn't mean that everyone has to do one as a fucking prerequisite to get a PC.
Rick was going to do. So my point being was when you're giving an actual thing, you have to count Windows in there. You have to count everything.
Well, Windows.
I built PCs, okay? I'm
Windows
not
is
like
free.
you guys. I'm not a professional.
Right? And shout out to Dirk Mikowski, man. W's in the chat, right? And shout out to Ice Viper as well. He says, I plug my ROG into my TV and it looks fantastic. Brother, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I don't know why we're getting into the semantics and everything. It's just making Mooch look like a fucking fool. And like I said, I've never seen him get heated like this. He should do it more often, right? He should do it more often, man. All I can say is the ponies were seething in this one, right? Shout out to Ice Viper, man, and shout out to Dirk Mikowski, man.
I'm just saying to you, when I tally everything up, I don't just go, oh, wait a minute, I got a monitor in the basement. No, I want one that's actually going to perform to the specs of my PC. So when you're building these things and you're like, I built $1,000, that was the box. And I believe that. But then you got to add Windows in there. You got to also put the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse. You have to do that. You can't, I'm not including.
No, you have to do that.
We need war.
Because you want to inflate the price, right? But no one else does that in these types of discussions. It's very bad faith what you're doing.
What was this?
That's all I
build
was
supposed to-
saying.
What was this build
Nib, shut the fuck up.
supposed to compete with? Like, what was?
We need war.
Wow, what was that? Wow, Nib finally speaks, and this is what he has to say.
This
That's all I
build
was
supposed to-
saying.
What was this build supposed to compete with? Like,
Yeah. What was this build supposed to compete with?
We need war.
Oh, buddy, he's just building it for his friend.
We need war.
I mean, god damn, right? Yeah. What is this device? What is this device going to be fighting against? What is this enemy? Who is it supposed to be fighting against? Like, Nib, shut your ass up.
what's
He
the-
said, I don't know. I think
It's
Ask that singer.
Windows. I do know that you can get Windows for free.
I don't
It's
know.
not
The PS5 or the PS5 Pro or something.
No.
Or more.
No. No, it was not supposed to. See, and this is what it all comes down to.
We need war.
This is why he's getting so fucking heated. No, he literally just built his friend a better fucking PC. That was it. It wasn't competition. None of that shit, right? You guys are just fucking weird, right? Shout out to iLobo Gaming. He says, Mooch, shut the fuck up. You sound like the last pony that I know, right? Talking that shit, man. Shout out to iLobo Gaming.
More than that.
No,
More
I
than
don't
that.
think it
More
would
than
be
that.
a
More than that.
PS5 Pro.
More than that. Yeah, more than that.
Let Dev talk.
hang on, Nib,
He'll
yes.
explain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please let Dev Singer speak.
Please, everyone shut up. The 5060 Ti completely nukes the PS5 Pro. They're not even in the same category.
Right.
Don't do that. Right.
Don't
First,
do
That's
that.
fine.
So they're
Whatever.
not
I don't know. I
completely-
was just whatever.
Right.
It-
I don't know.
No,
Basing that on-
Nib, shut up.
No, it's not. Basing it off, bring up any game, run it next to the PS5
Yes,
Pro.
yes, we all agree, Detsinger. We all agree.
I'll tell you what. Cyberpunk Ultra with path tracing. Show me the Pro doing that. Can't. Okay, end of story. Right.
Yeah.
So,
In the story, don't even go down that. Don't even do that with Nib, right? Don't even get out of there, Dev-Singer.
to the next one. Okay, so what we do is
No, but at what settings is it
Oh
doing
my
that?
fucking god.
Ultra.
At what frame rates and settings?
That's at 70 FPS with path tracing.
So no drops below 60.
No, 70 FPS.
At what settings?
Path tracing Ultra. I got the video on Twitter. Go look at the video.
56.
Yeah, it seems like Nibs done found his way into the conversation. Goddamn it.
We need war.
Right? Oh, what is it competing with? Right, and because your boy Siggs is platitudinous, right? I didn't want to be platitudinous. I actually looked up the video. Apparently, this is the video of the 5060 Ti that he posted. And this is my Cyberpunk, right? Let me skip it forward a little bit because I think he shows the settings, right? Oh, path tracing. Okay. My path tracing. Oh, the frame gen's off, it looks like. Oh, shit. Okay, he turned off motion blur and all that bullshit, right? Everything's on high, ultra. Okay. All right, let's see what that bad boy look like. Oh, look at my reflections. Oh. I'm not trying to downplay this shit. I know a lot of people care about this shit, but yeah, it looks like he's not capping. And that's what I mean. Like, Dev-Singer doesn't seem like the type of person who would cap about this type of shit. It's crazy that he has to, like, literally prove all the shit that he's saying. Yeah, higher than the PS5 Pro. Yeah, it does look fire, for sure. All right, so as you guys can see, right, he was not lying. He was not being bad faith. You know what I mean? But let's see what they have to say about this.
You can do that.
5060 Ti. Yes, it's the 16 gigabyte one. It's not the 12 gigabyte.
Okay.
It's the 16
Okay.
gigabyte card.
Yeah.
That's why it can do it.
Yeah, so pipe down, Nib.
Also, it's paired with the 7500F CPU, which is really good budget CPU.
Yeah.
Really fucking good. Outclasses a lot of things lower than it. So, of course, between that, it's not built to compete with that because it surpasses it. He just wanted a CPU, a rig with enough VRAM, and he still wants to play at 1440p. So I looked at the cards and I was like, well, price-wise, the price is extortionate now. So I was like, well, do you want AMD?
You
or
know,
Nvidia?
out of curiosity, you know the path tracing you're talking about?
Yes.
What resolution and DLSS settings were you using?
Oh god.
1440p, and it was
Yeah,
performance.
so
DLSS.
1440p at what?
He's a
DLSS setting?
Performance, yeah.
Performance.
Yeah.
So that's like what, base
also-
resolution of 720p or less?
I mean, but we're talking about path tracing. I don't even think the PS5 Pro can do that shit. I heard that there was like they found like one game, they did like a demo or some shit of a game doing path tracing, and it was at like 30 frames. Nib, stop it, right?
We need war.
And this is why I was so glad when fucking Mooch was telling him to shut up. Now he's gonna try to make this build against the PS5 Pro. When, as you guys were saying this whole entire fucking time, I've been reacting to this shit. It's funny that they talk about graphics and everything, but PC just completely blows fucking console out of the water with the value that it can provide. Way more value, but Nib, goddammit.
I am gay for the Pro.
He's gonna get up here and cope for this shit. He's found his way into the conversation.
I don't know what the base resolution of that is.
Yeah, it's going to be less than that.
Is
Yeah.
it
Oh my
frame gen too, or no?
No frame gen. No frame. If I put frame gen on, it's over 120 FPS.
Yeah, so this is the thing, right? Like, it's going to be hard to say.
While Tardis says it was one of the low demanding race titles that was running path tracing poorly on the Pro. Yeah, exactly. Running it poorly as well. So it's like, why is Nib even criticizing anything path tracing related on behalf of the Pro?
What a PS5 Pro can and can't do, because
Oh my god.
Well, no,
it's
we
never
shut
gonna have
up.
a base resolution that low.
It has had base resolutions that low.
No, not with PSSR 2. I think at the moment they're using 1080p.
Yeah. Not with PSSR 2, right?
I am gay for the Pro.
It didn't win Super Saiyan 2. You got to update.
So 720p and 1080p is a big difference, dude.
Yeah. Big difference, dude. Okay, shut up, Nib. Just don't even go back and forth with them, brother.
I would say that I could at least give Destiny that the experience could be more customized on a PC, even though
Yeah.
Yes.
Without doubt, PC is always going to have more variability. But I'm just trying to decide.
Okay, so then what the fuck are you doing then, Nib?
I'm just trying to figure out, this where the benchmarking is coming, because even
The
in
benchmarking.
Digital Foundry's test, which was
Oh, brother, there wasn't even. Now we're.
I am gay for the pro.
Buddy, now he's bringing up Digital Foundry. Oh my God, Nib.
like a bad test, where they used one Black Myth song which didn't have any difference between the PS5 Pro and the PS5 at the time. That was one of the games that they tested. And Alan Wake 2, which was really bad on the PS5 and PS5 Pro. And then there was one other game they tested where the PS...
Damn, Tarnish is cooking. He says, Mooch's mouse PI gameplay looks choppy. Brother, it looks off, to say the least. God damn it.
PS5 performed better than the
I've been slick peeping that shit, right? I've been peeping his aim and shit.
5060 Ti and the AMD card that they tested.
The thing is, fundamentally...
And that was at equivalent settings. So I'm
is,
just trying to understand. Obviously, if they repeated that test today, that was PSSR 1.
The thing is,
today, if they repeated it with newer games, the games are running much better. PSSR 2 is performing much better. The image...
Yeah, if it's been implemented or the PSSR 2 enhanced, goddamn. Right, you buy a PC, you don't have to wait for that shit. You can optimize the game, you have the settings and everything, right? But they fearmonger having options and whatnot, right? And shout out to Alt Locket. He says, people go to a mechanic if they can't fix it. Hey, W's, right? W's, 1,000%, right? That's where I'm at. To be fair, right? Looking back, I wish I would have built my shit, right? But I say it all the time. Your boy Siggs is lazy, right? Shout out to Alt Locket, and I did get a warranty on it, so that works as well, right? Shout out to Alt Locket, man. W's in the chat. He's been a member for 5 months.
Is much better. They're pushing more of the ray tracing feature.
Why are we even talking pisser? DevSinger built an NVIDIA rig with DLSS, brother.
I am gay for the pro.
I seen what Nib was trying to do when he was like, what is this competing against?
We need war.
It's like, brother, it's not competing against anything. He just wanted to build his friend a nice PC.
In newer titles.
Yeah, the thing is, fundamentally, the 660 Ti will always outperform it because it has the better feature set and it's just more raw power. When you talk all this glam shit about the Pro, at the end of the day, the CPU is still dog shit. It's just a little bit better, and the GPU is a little bit better. But at the end of the day,
you understand. You understand on consoles that.
Oh, thank God. Thank God he left. Thank God. Right? Times like this, I wish I had a round of applause on the soundboard. Thank God he's out of there.
He left.
we lost.
But yeah, either way.
Yeah, lock the door. Don't let him back in.
Like anyone knows, at least like the 4080 Super, the 4080s, they outclass the Pro. The 4070 Super, I think, also does. Like tons of cards do it. The 3090s do, of course, as you would expect, and that's an old card. But it's like. Thing is, lots of things do the outclassing. So that's why I didn't compare it to a Pro when I built it for him. He didn't want it for that. He just wanted a 1440p PC with 16 gigs of VRAM and the cheapest way.
Literally. These guys swear that the world revolves around the fucking PS5 Pro. Like, no one was sitting there saying, I want you to build me a PC that can outperform the PS5 Pro. Like, nobody was saying that, brother. He just built his friend a PC.
To do that was the 5060 Ti. Because if I want...
Oh, God, he's back.
I could have said to him, well, do you want something more? But I was like, well, what's your price? So within the budget given, I either have to choose the 5060 Ti or an equivalent AMD card.
Okay. All right, bad. So now you would think that would be it, right? But the Mooch Cope is going to continue, right? Now, granted, Nib did say some more shit for like 2 more minutes, right? Nib did speak a little bit about the CPU, right? I'm tempted to skip over it, right? Nib, he's not really saying anything. He's kind of derailed the conversation, right? I was enjoying him and Mooch go back and forth, but fuck it, I'll let you guys hear some of the shit he was saying.
Of other things that alleviates CPU. So instead of the CPU doing, page in, check in, IO, and memory check in, and all this other things, it's not doing any of that. Or burdened with a decompression, neither the GPU or the CPU is being burdened with any of that. Whereas on PC, the CPU would have to do all of that, right? So what I'm saying is, I'm not denying that the actual CPUs and the consoles are pretty shit. Actually, they're really bad. But the reason they can be shit is because they have a lot of other custom hardware that does CPU tasks. So it's not, what I'm saying is, it's never a apples to apples comparison with the PC CPU.
Then why did you do it? Then why are you wasting our time with it if it's not an apples to apples, right? And he literally said, it is shit, but they can be shit. What does that even mean, brother?
I am gay for the pro.
Just crazy.
To having a closed system.
I think the equivalent of it is
not
like
even
a 3700X or 3800X, but even then, a 3800X is still more powerful.
So
than
I have a question for
it's more
Deathsinger.
powerful on a 1-to-1, but like I said, you would.
I know what you're trying to say in terms of customization and all that.
Deathsinger, Corey Massey in the chat, he goes, a 5060 Ti alone is $589. He goes, you got $410 to buy 32 gig of RAM, a motherboard, a case, a power supply, and a CPU. Parts list, please.
No, we're pocket watching, right? And shout out to Gamer Live Studio, right? He says, holy copium, right? Mooch is still coping. Shut the fuck up, Mooch. Oh, buddy. All I can say is,
if it's on PC, no.
Buddy, they do not like the PC audience. We'll just leave it at that, which is crazy because he has a 5090, but you know, PlayStation's his anthem.
I am gay for the pro.
Right? Shout out to Gamer Live Studio.
That's what he says.
Yeah, and the controller, keyboard, mouse.
No, Nib, don't say keyboard, mouse. I said keyboard, mouse, and the two PC guys in the chat right now are like, are you really saying keyboard, mouse, Mooch? Yes, it's part of the build.
What do you play your PS5 with? Do you play it with like?
I mean, to be fair, fucking Mooch, you pulling out a fucking keyboard and mouse, it really just seemed like you were reaching. It came off as completely desperate to try to inflate the price. That's all. That's why people in the chat are laughing at you.
Wait a minute. I just heard that. When did I say that?
Not you, Red. I said in the chat.
In the chat. I was gonna say.
Yeah,
no, you didn't say that, Red. Not you, Red.
Find this is weird. The DualSense is not a cheap piece of equipment.
Oh, it's my DualSense.
It's a high-end gaming controller with haptics and feedback and touchscreen and friggin' microphone built in. It even has a Realtek audio noise cancelling chip in there. I use it for my friggin' mic.
Oh yeah, we know, and it sounds like shit. And your mic disconnects all the time.
I'm not using it right now because my battery ran out.
Oh, but, we knew it ran out. We knew that's why you left, right? But now you're back and still caping for that shit.
But yeah, like literally all this time I've been chatting on that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't.
Yeah, and it gets stick drift all the fucking time as well, right? You guys are saying it breaks every 2 months. Exactly. High end, but it gets stick drift all the time.
Compare like a $75.
They just like, I see people say this all the time. They say SIGs. They just like it because they can blow into it, right?
Premium gaming controller to nothing on the other side. Like you have to at least put in an equivalent gaming controller, if not a DualSense itself. You know,
an equivalent gaming controller, at least or a DualSense itself.
Some sort of like proper gaming.
Thank God he's gone again. Thank God.
Back.
Yeah.
Lock him out. Lock the doors and keep him out.
Also, in
oh God, he's
to
back.
The chat, it's called used. Have you
Oh.
ever heard of something called used? I
Wow.
think people are blind. I think people have.
And you know, I didn't even think about that. That is true. He could have gotten some of those parts used as well. And that is a way to save some money when building a PC for sure. And none of these guys talk about that shit.
Conception that most people, quite a lot of people, buy their parts brand new when you could buy them at half the price used,
True.
and they're really good condition.
Yes.
Like, really fucking good condition.
You can buy a used console too.
We need war.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of
So
people
now,
do that.
so now you can get a PS5 for $300.
Wish we still had a large one.
Well, no, I mean, to be fair, the only used part was the GPU. But
No, I'm just saying. But I'm like, you know, if you're gonna that's the thing. Everything's guys. Everything's relative, is what I'm trying to. That was my only point here. It wasn't.
No, you were crashing the fuck out, buddy. You were seething this whole entire time. It's not about being relevant. You're just trying to disparage PC. It's just sad to see, Mooch.
Really, that's what you did is fine, right? I built.
What you did is fine. Obviously not. Obviously, it's not fine. It obviously really bothered you.
It's a PC. I built.
Right? He was even snapping at Nibbles, right? Usually Nibbles is his right-hand man.
Powerful PC. I got you. I'm just saying that when and Red, it wasn't you. I'm still talking to the person in the chat.
I know. What you're
I'm just saying when you do a budget, like when I have my PC build, I even though I had ready for this, I had a keyboard in my home. When I just got my 5090 build, I bought a new keyboard and mouse. I know.
Be a good consumer.
Okay, good for you. Right? What did he say earlier? Do you want a cookie? Okay.
It's crazy, right? But I did because I wanted a better one than I had. That's a me problem, not a you problem. But
yeah. So then why are you projecting this onto fucking Nib in the PC that he built for his friend when he's telling you all the scenarios around him building the PC? But you're sitting here saying, what? He got a new PC and he didn't need a new monitor? What the fuck? Like, then what the fuck are we doing?
I'm saying you budget it in. You don't. And shout out to Tarnishes in the chat. He goes, Mooch, I've been working for 5 years now off of a $30 keyboard and mouse. That's fine, but it's got to be in the list. It's included. You can't build.
W's in the chat for Tardis, right? Tardis had him in there seething about the keyboard. Listen, we weren't going to let that keyboard comment slip up, right? He was.
Stop the fear mongering.
Boy, was he fear mongering.
PC and not have a keyboard and mouse on the build, right? It's
and unless you already have it. If you already have the monitor and the mouse and keyboard, you don't include it, right? Otherwise, when you buy...
Peace out, Ariana. I'm glad you stopped by.
When you bought your PS5 Pro, I have to include your TV automatically.
Yeah, if you already have it, then that's different.
Yeah, that's fine, Tarnish, but it needs to be expensive. Yeah, who gives a fuck, Tarnish? Dude, don't you see that I'm over here,
Stop the fear mongering.
Can't you see that I'm fear mongering the price of PC peripherals? Dude, what are you doing?
Obviously. I thought you meant for a new game.
Oh, it's our TARDIS. The TARDIS gamer in the chat right now.
Yeah.
No.
But I will say PS5 Pro right now, I'm on eBay. The last few that's...
Oh, God. Now you're all... Buddy, do you guys hear this shit? Listen to this shit right here. This is why I said, man, keep Nib out of the conversation. Here we go.
Yeah, if you already have it, then that's different, obviously. I thought you meant for a new gamer. Yeah.
No.
But I will say PS5 Pro right now, I'm on eBay.
He's on eBay, right? He's then pulled up eBay. Like, dude, just stop it.
The last few that sold were $650 sold, not listed. So if you can buy them.
But also not apples to apples, because there was only the GPU that was used. The rest was brand new parts. So I mean, you have to take that into consideration, because it's modular PC. It's not a plastic box that you can't do fuck all with. You can.
Damn. Yo, Depth Sinker's body blows, right? Depth Sinker's like, okay, it seems like you won't drop this, right? So we're just gonna have to keep on cooking, goddammit, right? Shout out to Depth Sinker.
Interchange parts, do whatever you need to do. So it's not apples to apples in that way at all. Yeah. So, but also it comes back to, it's like, so that is the thing. He already had a monitor, mouse, and keyboard. So yes, that PC is $1,000 because he already has those things. It's like if someone buys a Pro, I'm not going to say, oh, if I pop out tomorrow and buy a PS5 Pro, I'm not going to include the price of my TV into that. Otherwise, I'll have to go, well, you see, my PS5 Pro cost me $1,600, and people will be like, well, how? Well, I have to include my TV.
Sorry, I get that, and that's fine if you want.
No, you don't. No, you don't, because you guys have been arguing it for like the past 15, 20 minutes. You do not get that. Obviously, there's some type of disconnect, Mooch.
Make the funny correlation in the snap, but my point is, and Red, you know this. You want to call out names in the PC, the guys that we know both together. Like every time someone,
wow, pocket watching. Why you got to call people out? What?
Upgrades their PC though, Red. All of our friends that me and you know, they got the OLED monitors.
Anecdotal.
And they got crazy ass shit, right? To play their insanely powerful PCs and see that insane image in front of their face. So that's fine. If Deathsinger wants to say it, that's fine. We won't include TVs. We won't include monitors. But you got to put the keyboard and mouse in there, right? You got to. You didn't put power supply.
Yeah, well, my dog Tardis said he got one for $30, right? A keyboard and mouse, right?
Fly in there. You didn't include motherboard.
Power supply is part of the build. What are you doing?
Oh, did you put that's part of the where was but that's what I'm saying. Corey Massey said right here. He's like, what, you're at $589 for just the 5060 Ti. You have $410 left in your $999 build. That's 32 gig of RAM, a motherboard, a case, power supply, and CPU.
He's quoting
and then not just that. Like this isn't like really talked about, but like. These consoles, or at least the PS5, the Tempest is equivalent to like a DTS or ray tracing audio, right? You can use that on PC software side, but either your CPU has to do it, or in, say, something like Returnal to do the 3D ray trace audio, you need your GPU to do it. And it actually affects performance quite a lot, like depending on the GPU, quite a number of frames. But something like that, the PS5...
did he say ray tracing audio? Yes, he did. He did. I don't know. I don't know.
It essentially has what's equivalent to a Dolby Atmos or better sound card. Then in addition to that, obviously the motherboard, a lot of the cheap PC motherboards, they don't have like Wi-Fi 7. Some of them don't even have Wi-Fi 6.
Wow, Wi-Fi.
Well,
You know?
most PC players are hardwired anyway. Like
Hardwired, yeah.
I don't
If
know
you're
anyone.
hardwired, yeah. But
I don't know anyone.
Oh, I'm plugged in like the Ethernet, buddy. Oh, you got to keep that hoe plugged in, right? Plugged in like the refrigerator, buddy. That's the only way to go.
I will say, any game,
Nice try, though, Nib.
if you're competitive like multiplayer, PlayStation, Xbox, PC needs to be hardwired.
Yeah,
I use Wi-Fi 7. I'm on a 2 gigabit connection.
Yeah, Wi-Fi 7, who cares? I know. It's just, buddy.
Stop the fear mongering.
And goddamn,
We're moving the goalpost, Whiskey. That's what we do.
he just moving the goalpost, right? Shout out to Ice Viper. He says you can build a PC for the same price as the Pro, and it will do circles, and you don't need to buy a box. You can put it in a pizza box. Yeah, brother, talk that shit. Talk that shit, brother. It'll run circles around that, bro. But it seems like Nib has a very hard time understanding that, right? And as you guys have noticed, Nib has inserted himself into this discussion, and now he's out here, goddamn.
I am gay for the Pro.
All I can say is it's just sad to see, right? Shout out to Ice Viper.
And my
Neb, I'm coming over there and we're gonna hardwire.
No,
the funny thing
I would
is,
recommend hardwiring too. Yeah.
I would argue that.
Yeah, 1,000%, right? Okay. Now, Mooch is gonna coop. I said coop. Mooch is gonna cope a little bit more, right? I know this is, like I said, we got a big clip. I told you guys this was gonna be a big clip, right? This one isn't that long, right? Pause. But I mean, brother, all I could say was, buddy, they were coping in this one, right?
Dialing back from that, they figured 70 is where it's gonna sit for now.
Yeah. So, shout out to Tarnish, and he's still going on and on about that.
Yeah, and shout out to Tarnish, man. That's my dog right there, right? Tarnish is saying, Nib peddling that Wi-Fi bullshit, and everybody shut it down. Oh, like I said, he tried, right? He tried hard.
The keyboard. Buddy, it's not about the keyboard.
Wait, let's hear that one more time.
Shout out to Tarnish, and he's still going on and on about the keyboard. Buddy, it's not about the keyboard, but you don't understand. Just because you have a $30 keyboard, which is what he said he has.
Yeah. Tarnish, you don't get it. You don't get it, dude.
Stop the fear mongering.
We're fear-mongering PC over here, Tarnish. You don't get it.
Doesn't mean that everybody who plays on PC wants a $30 keyboard. I'm just saying,
I do not have a $30 keyboard.
I do not have a $30 keyboard.
who
Guilty admission.
I'm just trying to say,
and cheap PSUs. Who actually uses that shit, dude? I don't want to fucking touch that shit.
All I'm saying is this: when we're talking about specific builds,
right? And shut up to Gamer Live Studio. He says, Nib and Mooch, shut the fuck up about your dog shit at PSSR Pro trash, buddy.
I am gay for the Pro.
All I can say is,
nope, not happening.
That's literally the whole entire point of the show, right? Oh man, right? And it seems like Red Hood, right? I don't know if he's been on the show before. It seems like he's learning that the hard way.
Not
goddamn.
for a certain person that we know, right? In our small.
I have a cheap keyboard. It doesn't change much. I started off with a real cheap keyboard. Now I have like a Keychron one because I did get into it being thocky, right? Having like a certain sound and everything. I do have a pretty decent price mouse, right? I did have the Razer Viper V3. Now I'm rocking with I think this is the Crazy Light, right? 37 grams. You guys already know what time it is, right? But I mean, that's just me. I wouldn't project that onto everybody,
Census.
Oh yeah, Keychron gang. You already know.
I'm talking about when you're building a PC and and you're like, I want to get into PC gaming. I'm leaving console, or I'm going parallel with console. I want to.
Brother.
Nope, not happening.
Parallel. Parallel. Yeah, Siggs is a keyboard nerd. I did get a little bit caught up into that shit, right? But don't worry, I pulled myself out of that shit, right? Pause. Buddy, there's no parallel to console. Like, come on, you should know this.
Come on, you should know this.
You guys keep on telling yourself that,
PC too. You will have a gaming keyboard and mouse. Okay, some of these.
A Rambling Entertain says my Logitech mechanical keyboard and mouse combo with RGB was $20 on sale, and I've had it for since 2022. Yeah, when it comes to like the shit that I spit and everything, I really think it's just a fucking rabbit hole, right? I like the 37 grams and everything, but I will still get cooked, right? I'll still get cooked in Valorant by somebody on a $20 mouse and keyboard, right? And shout out to Cake Man. All right, he says, why do they make it a point to talk about how expensive and powerful their rigs are, but they run a PlayStation podcast almost like their rigs are for plausible deniability? I have a expensive piece, brother. Talking that shit, that's exactly what it is. 1,000% what it is, all right? These guys are.
I am gay for the Pro.
Gay for the Pro, right? Shout out to goddamn Cake Man.
Mice are legitimately mad expensive. Just because you got a $5 one.
Okay, and that is fair. To be fair, there are some expensive mice, right? But that's only if you're in the market for one, right? Like you don't need that to be a PC gamer.
That's fine. But don't say that you can't count it in the build. That's all I was making a point. It's just that
Richard Omega says it needs to simmer until Wednesday, a day after the standard release. Yeah, we got to let the Forza cope. It's developing, buddy. It's developing, right? And shout out to Sponge Leader. He says they're going to cope more about the Xbox Helix drops with Steam. You notice they've been trying to say, oh, it hasn't even been confirmed yet. Especially when we find out that PlayStation is still putting games on PC. Because remember, right, from what we're hearing with Sorrows, that shit is not selling well, right? At least it's not estimated to be selling well. But you guys already know, man. Shout out to Sponge Leader.
That's simple. You know, it's like if the controller wasn't in the box, I would have to add the $69 controller for the PS5. I can't be like, well, I have...
Okay, but they have like scuff controllers that are like $200, right? And you'll never see a PC guy saying, oh, you got to buy the PS5 Pro, then you got to buy the TV, then you got to pay $200 for the scuff controller. Like, nobody does that, dog. You did that shit and you got called out for it. You got cooked for it and you deserved it, buddy. Suffer, Mooch.
One that kind of works, and I bought a Razer, one that's wired only, and it was $8. Okay, I got it.
Right, PC stands for personalized computer. Comparing it to consoles is the biggest waste of time because why the hell would I look to build a PS5 in the first place? Yeah, just install Linux on it. Yo, talk that shit, Rambley.
But I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna count a $69 controller if I'm doing a PS5 that doesn't come. If it didn't come with a controller, I'm saying you have to put these things in the build. I'm not arguing that you have a $30 one or you have to buy a $200 keyboard. You don't. But you do have to put
okay, then what the fuck are you arguing then?
In the build. And if you don't understand...
no, you don't. No one puts that in the build. Only you do that, Mooch.
Understand that to the two guys talking in the chat.
I felt like your argument was valid.
Yeah, Kofi, right? I mean, that's all I'm trying...
Yeah, Kofi thought it was valid.
Trying to say, when I have my PC builds, I have a keyboard and mouse in the build.
So...
Okay, right. Now peep this shit, because there is just a wee bit little more of cope left at this shit, right? I mean, goddamn. I don't know why this struck such a nerve with Mooch, right? But is he putting the yearly online? That's a great point, right? That's a great point, right?
What you would be comfortable.
Right, shout out to Bandit Season. He says, PC Master Race, argue with your mama, right? And listen, they're trying hard, goddammit, right?
We need war.
They're trying oh so hard, buddy, and all I can say is I'm just watching the code. I'm just watching the code, man, documenting it, right? Shout out to Bandit Season.
Yeah, what would you play? What would you use? Yourself, right? You know?
I mean, to be honest, though, that is my mouse and keyboard I've had. It was like what? Keyboard was like 150, and mouse was like 100, 250 all in. But that was in like 2018. So I mean, by now, yeah, I mean, I've kept with them. I've upgraded my PC a bunch, but I still got the mouse and keyboard. Guess what? Because they still work, and you know, I absolutely love Razer mouse and keyboard. So
yeah, Razer does make good mice.
I mean,
yeah, 100%. I mean,
yeah, and that makes sense.
Right. Like, I'm not gonna lie, your boy Siggs is a mouse whore, right? Like, I got the Razer Viper V4. I don't even use that shit. But to be fair, I be goddamn scheming on the Micro Center shit. I'll go in and exchange it and everything, right? But you know, you never know when you got to pull out the Razer Viper V4.
Death Singer, that's what I'm saying. And Tarnish, that's what I'm saying. You heard it right from Death Singer, right there. I mean, like, that's
right.
And I'm not
shout out to Bashy the Washy. He says, I mean, if they don't add a $300 Helix gaming PS5 controller with the cost of the Pro like me, it doesn't count. If they don't add a $300 Hex gaming PS5 controller with the cost of the Pro like me, it doesn't count, eh? Talk that shit, Bashy the Washy, right? Up here cooking, man.
If you found a great deal, that's awesome. But you can't just say because the lowest common denominator, you know what I mean? Like that's not.
Well, it also PC. This is the thing with PC. You can't bundle PC gamers together because PC is a very individual thing.
True.
That's correct.
So if you want to spend 30 on the keyboard,
go ahead.
That's your choice.
That's correct.
See, unlike console, where it's like this is your controller, this is your box, you can't deviate.
No, but that's not true though, dude. You could buy like a controllerless console used from like. You know,
oh yeah, you can get a controller, but what you get in the box is what you get in the box, right? Pause.
Craigslist, eBay,
yeah, but then you need to go buy a controller.
Yeah, but you could buy a controller that's not $69.
You already got one, or your cousin's got one, or something like that. Like, there's always going to be these sorts of things.
Well,
there's cheap wired controllers that are cheap.
If I'm building a new PC and you tell
or you could buy a third-party one, cheapest
third-party cheap
from AliExpress for like $10,
$10,
like
$15.
Yeah, you could do the same thing with the mouse and keyboard, so it changes nothing.
I mean, that's
exactly.
That's why I said I'm saying it's all relative. Right. That's what I meant by it's all relative. I said that a long time ago in this conversation. Is that whenever that's why I said I don't quite understand the flex.
Oh,
because for anything you can do cheaper, That's true, but then the console can get cheaper. You can go buy it used. You can get a third party.
Brother, the flex is it's a fucking PC. All the things you can do with the PC, brother. And that's the crazy thing about this is they love to talk about this conversation only with graphics, right? The PC will nuke the fucking graphics discussion, and there's way more use that you get out of the PC, but they never get into that shit.
Controller, you can get. There's a lot of options there. You don't need PSN.
There is not a lot of options.
There's all these. We can all do this. We can do this all night. It doesn't
literally,
brother. Like literally, the option, especially like with some of the games that are not going to be cross-gen. It's like literally just next gen, right? Next gen consoles. There's not a lot of options, right? You got the PS5, you got the PS4, right? Like that's it. God damn it. At least for the PlayStation guys, right? Shout out to Bashu to Washi. He says those cats don't understand the whole idea behind PC. It can range from cheap to most expensive. The entry barriers are low and can be upgraded. Yes, and that's a good point because when I first started, I had a very cheap mouse, a very cheap keyboard, and over time, right, you start to you start to say, hey, I would like to experiment with this, experiment with that, and you can upgrade over time. And I think that's the beauty of PC, for real, right? Shout out to Bashu to Washi. Great point.
I'm like the friggin'. I'm a charity here in my family, literally, because I buy
Be a good consumer.
We know, Nib.
mostly physical. My cousins and everything just borrow the games off me.
That's what you got.
They're not even
Oh, yeah. It's not like you're playing them,
paying
right?
for games. They're literally not even paying for
I'm
games.
moving-
I'm just like,
I'm
I'm
moving-
done with it. Here you go.
If I ever move to England,
Yeah. Well, thanks for adding that to the conversation, Nib. Nib is like a charity to his family.
I
Congrats.
will move next to Nib. I'll tell you guys that right now. That's
But then
exactly where I'm
again,
going.
if you're saying every time you make a brand new PC and you have to include the monitor and whatnot, so every time you go out and buy a brand new console, you have to include your TV and whatnot, right?
Boom.
No. I wouldn't include monitor at all.
Not
What? No. This is what you guys were just fucking arguing for the past like 30 minutes. Now they're just like, no, buddy.
We're moving the goalpost, Whiskey. That's what we do.
What the fuck have we been doing? Yo, this is insane. One more time, brother. One more time.
You make a brand new PC and you have to include the monitor and whatnot, so every time you go out and buy a brand new console, you have to include your TV and whatnot, right?
No. I wouldn't
No.
include monitor
Yeah.
at all.
not monitor every
Then what the fuck were you doing this whole conversation?
time, but you for me,
No,
yeah,
but you
see,
can connect
Dessinger-
your PC to your
Dessinger-
TV though.
Dessinger, you said everything with PC, you cannot group people together, right? You just said that. I'm speaking. What do you always say on the show? You're always like me. You're like my opinion. That's what you always say.
Yes.
So for me, I have built 2 PCs,
Okay.
and I bought 2 monitors that were brand new for those
Be a good consumer.
Okay, good for you.
PCs because I wanted a better monitor that can handle what I just built that my PC can output. I wanted the,
You need a new monitor every time. Yeah, if you're Mooch,
as
yes.
you would say, premium experience. So
Yeah. My premium experience, dude, you're going to have to upgrade your monitor
Do I
too.
need
Then
to?
you can't
No.
force that onto someone else.
No,
That's-
but I'm going to sound like Death Singer here with all the games that you talk about for the past year. I don't care about that. I'm talking about me. I'm saying to
okay,
you
well,
that
Yeah, you're projecting and you're coping, buddy. He sounds like Frog Boy now. Exactly. That's what you've been doing this whole entire time, and you've been arguing about it.
my
But then
experience,
you
right?
can't
Now,
force. Yeah, but
that's
then you
fine.
can't force that onto someone else.
yeah, but
Yes.
when you're making your comparison of PC spending versus console, you're making that argument and you're standing firm on X, right, on Twitter.
On Twitter. Wow.
We need war.
So this is why I showed you guys the fucking tweet, right? And I want to remind you guys, buddy. This tweet was from fucking May 8th, right? So this is damn near 8 days ago. This tweet, he really fucked up with that shit, right? He really fucked up with that shit. He shouldn't have put out this tweet. Moral of the story, that shit was on fucking Mooch's mind. And he won't let it go. Yeah, he won't let it go.
Telling you, well, a console gamer can go buy a used console, and now the delta raises. Right now, the difference between
No.
your
But then again, when I built that PC, who brought up the PS? Because I never once compared it to the Pro because it's not comparable. It's more powerful than the Pro. So why
Yes.
would I compare something that is lesser?
Oh, and that was Nib. That was Nib. It was him. God damn it. It was him. And the whole time I was saying, don't do it, right? Don't do it. It reminded me of that scene from the fucking what was it? The Interstellar. It reminded me of the Interstellar where he's like banging and he's looking at his past self. He's like, don't do it. Don't engage with this guy. He's just
I am gay for the pro.
right. You built your friend a PC. You were not building him something to compete with the PS5 Pro, right? Like this whole conversation just got dragged into some bullshit.
Than it to it, right? That would be a stupid thing to compare. That's like getting a 5090 PC and comparing it to the Pro. That's a dumb thing to do.
Yes.
We know the 5090 completely nukes everything, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's like, okay,
But
so why? So I never made that comparison.
But you were flexing. You were like, look what I did.
Oh,
Well, no, but that's because
Okay.
I said I was able to build a PC for 1,000, which was more powerful. But then that was in
But you were flexing.
We need war.
You shouldn't have came at the PS5 Pro like that, right? We had to set you straight.
Death Singer,
With what you were
when
saying.
the PS5 came out, IGN did like 15 videos on I can build a PS5 for $500. They're all over the place. So what do you? I don't know. Like, who cares?
Oh, you.
Like, I don't get your flex. That's my point. I don't understand. Like, what? Great.
But I didn't flex anything. I just made
Like,
a statement that I built a
IGN did
PC
it
for 1,000.
IGN did it 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were like, you posted it.
Yo, do you guys hear this shit? He's so mad. Yeah, but you were flexing. Yo, he's hella mad. He's so mad that Depsing is like, look at this PC that I bought for $1,000, right? More bang than the PS5 Pro. Oh, that fact hurt this man so much, right? Shut up, the Rock Wolf. This whole conversation is about hurt feelings. That's exactly what it is. And the truth is finally coming out, right? He's saying, I don't get your flex, right? Like, buddy, just think about all the things that you can do on a PC, right? Shout out to PCs, right? As a gamer, right? You think you'd be interested in that, especially someone with a 5090, but this just shows, buddy.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
You're just a PS5 cheerleader. That's all you care
You're
about.
like, look what I did for my friend, and it whoops console's ass, or so. I don't know. You said something about console. I don't know.
right.
I think, Mooch, I will say on that conversation, right? Like,
He did not say that, right? And you guys know, I'll pull it up one more time. He said, built this for $1K for a friend, basically the same price as a Pro, but way more bang for your buck, right? He didn't say anything about it whooping that console's ass, right? That's just what you took away from it, right?
We need war.
You just took, from what we see, you took that personally, right? And that led to you crashing out.
again, I'm not trying to flex. I'm just being truthful, right?
Oh,
you know,
Nib, shut up.
I use MDR Z1R,
Yes.
right? They're like, what,
Oh,
£2,000,
Right.
My MacBook Pro M5 Pro is spec'd out. It's worth, what, $3,500 or something?
Be a good consumer.
Okay, Nib.
So sometimes, like, when we always talk about cost, sometimes people do not game on console because of cost.
Mhm.
It's because of convenience.
Oh my
And
God.
That's
because of
my
play
point
factor,
with
right?
with the people I know. Like we all say in real life, with that game, they game
yeah.
for convenience.
Oh, yeah. You mean the guys on PS5 who play COD and Madden, right?
They're not. They don't want to even talk about DLSS
No.
and VRAM and
They
shit.
all
Like,
settings
they
and
don't
this and
care.
that.
I know.
Yeah. Well, can you get them on the show, right? Because all you guys were talking about was Mapisser and all that bullshit.
That's so
Yeah,
hard.
I'll do
That's
it.
what I try to say all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, what we talk about in the community is great, but when you talk about listen, say
Yeah.
whatever you want, right? But you had PS4 sold 117 million. The PS5's almost at 100 million. You wait and see what this next 12 months with GTA 6 does. It's probably going to surpass the PS4, I would think, at the end of the life cycle. I think at the end of the PS.
I'm actually 50-50
I'm
on this, so
50-50
I'm
on
very
that.
interested.
Oh, I think
actually
it
to
will
see
be.
what
I think it
happens.
will. I mean, but GTA 6 has a huge play here, by the way.
Oh my God. Okay. And it all roads lead to GTA 6 and console sales, right? Come on, you guys should know this, right?